look at that. There you go. There you go. Session 20, everybody. Congratulations. You can clap each other surviving this long. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Neat.
Yes. Let's see. It's been another week. There's not much to say except, I guess, for a simple question, as one of the people is not gonna be here today, and the other is gonna be back in like 10 minutes. Simple question for all of you. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Smite.
No, that's at the end. Shut up.
We kind of have to at this point.
I gotta. Okay, let's give me a second. So, give me a second. I just need to find some. So, last we left off, you all cozied up in. You all cozied up very nicely in the Hack Talon. Everybody got their own rooms. A bunch of research has been done for several subject matters, and apparently you resurrected a wizard or a sorcerer by the name of Leo or Leonard. Apparently has been late for a long while to a graduation. That's pretty much from one end. With the other hand, Chadwick, probably feeling a bit anxious knowing that he hasn't fed his sword in a while, decided to look for anything job-worthy. He had found several bounties, mainly for goblins, trolls, just ongoing bounties for whatever parts you will bring. And of course, there are two more interesting bounties. One of some information needed of some nearby giants that have been traveling here nearby, so that is needed to figure out what's their intent. And another, a big fucking bounty for a baron of the Yellow Marshes, some basilisk with too many limbs and just both were told to ask about the mayor. Chadwick went there. He realized that it's the halfling by the name of Zach Steady Hand. He got information that basically to the south, if he heads for the south gate, to the right there might be the giants that were witnessed. He told you to ask around. To the left, there might be some goblins. You should ask the local hunters and farmers there. And the Baron of the Yellow Marshes, somewhere in the marshes, could be north, could be south of here. This entire place is basically around the marshes, so it's basically free reign for to choose where you want to go. So, with that being said and done, I'm gonna quickly do this. There you go. So, it is still quite early morning. What would everyone like to do?
I think we left off where me and Dagger were going off to find Chadwick.
Right. And I had just received a message from Chadwick saying, let's go kill this thing.
Yeah.
Alright. So for me, like, my response was, after frustratingly closing the book that was taunting my very existence as a dwarven smith. I'm going to write up a note saying I'm going off to clear my head, taking on a small bounty. I leave that at the signed at the front of the building. And I say, Chadwick, Aldwick, You're good for some conjure. He plans to teleport you over to.
Wait. Yeah. There you go and conjure me. I know where we're going.
All right, let's go. And with that, he's suddenly riding Chadwick. Just an instant, and Chadwick leads the way.
So, yeah, from wherever we're at, I'm heading straight southbound, and it was right for the goblins, so I'm gonna swing that right if I can get out of town before anyone sees me.
I see.
You're moving pretty quickly. 60 feet of movement base.
Hacker is trying to get away.
The
Ew.
fucker.
I left a note.
Okay, so I guess for Brett and Dagger, you can roll an investigation check.
You know what, Brett? Go on ahead.
What's your modifier?
My modifier is investigation, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
+2.
you go because mine's only +1.
Wow.
You're worse than me?
On that thing, yeah.
Well, that sucks. Okay. Please, praise be my luck. Praise be my luck. Please, 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 please. Okay. So, 2.
Oh shit.
That would be a dirty 20. Thank God it's advantage.
Right,
Whoa.
a nat 1. That's rough, buddy.
Well, I'm just gonna say this. You were one score short. As you look around, you see a handful of horses, and for a few moments you're like, "Wait a minute, is that no? Just look around," and you do not see anyone that is a centaur, being the sole centaur. As you get some you ask some people, and they point you to the mayor's. Like they seen them strolling to the mayor to let's go southwest of the town, and when you make it there is no one, and the guards didn't really pay attention. They told that he had some business with the mayor.
Maybe we should ask the mayor? Looks like Brit.
So you basically, well, for you, Britt, and Dagger, as you asked us, I guess, the guard would say, I mean, he's a bit in what's it called? Some sort of hearings with some local herbalist. Yes, with some local herbalist. The guards claimed by the gate. 20-30 minutes, they should be off, and then you can walk in for a question.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sergio, what are you doing?
Well, last I recall, me and Nathan were sparring.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh! Saved by the bell!
Oh,
Or
yeah.
the lack of one.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Fight! Mortal Kombat!
Yeah, so I mean, Sergio, basically, Nathan would, I guess, look at the literal stick that it got basically vaporized to atoms, and very cautiously put it back in the hilt, exclaiming that he will not try that again. Nevertheless, let's see. Actually, he didn't tell me what he wanted to do. I'll say that. I'll say at this very moment.
Me and him can figure out what we do, like maybe on another day.
You can DM him, Circle, and
Yeah, I will.
hopefully he responds. If not, it's
Uh-huh.
not that big of a deal.
I mean, but whatever the case is, he's kind of pretty, just like shrugs. Like doesn't really have anything to do. Maybe look around the town, see what's good. See if there's anything interesting or curious. Maybe information about Tarumak. Then. So, you lead, Sergal.
Let's see. What would be a good... Well, what's everyone else doing for context?
Well, Chadwick and Farron are gonna go on their own little adventure to the marshes, most likely. Dagger and Britt are basically looking for Chadwick, but they're now gonna be waiting for the mayor to basically tell them where they might be at. And then of course there's you. With Nathan, that went off a separate way, not knowing where everybody else is. So it's free game for you to do what you want as well.
Well, mainly, I wanted to go back to the library and do a little bit more reading.
Sure.
Oh, good. You'll see the note.
Mm-mm.
The note.
Yeah.
That narrows it down.
Let me roll for Nathan real quick. Let's see. You know what? He would follow you for about 2/3 back to the Hack Talon, right? And then he kind of stops and just, you know what? I want to see something, and just says I'll see you soon, and walks off into one of the what's it called? One of the streets.
Alleys?
Yes.
Streets.
Yes. And as you kind of look at him, you see him kind of just observing the buildings and whatnot, and he seems to be going on some sort of whim of his own. So.
Well, I'm probably going to, after that, I'm probably going to check inside the rooms to see if anyone's still there.
Well, Well, going to the Hack Talon, you see a note and you recognize the writing, even though most of Farron's writing are basically chiseled in stone tablets. It is very apparent that he mimics the same thing on a piece of paper with ink and a quill. Notifying that he and Chadwick have went off to do some sort of small bounty, and they shall be back soon. Getting inside, you do see that the entire place is empty except for loud snoring in Nathan's room, if I recall, as your I guess prisoner, or just self-imposed just your friend, your new friend, your master in wizardry is now asleep in the room, snoring loudly. But yeah, empty basically. What would you like to do, Sergal?
Off to the library to continue reading about Griffin writing.
Animal handling.
Probably worse than the last one.
You read this book again. You get the messages, you get everything, but you don't feel like anything clicks in your head as you read through the pages. Are you just gonna be stuck reading this book until you figure out something on it, or just gonna give up?
Well, yeah, it's to impress a girl. Of course I'm going to keep reading it.
Roll. Okay, basically because it's pretty short and mostly, very simple. I will say that one animal handling check is equivalent to 1 hour you trying to comprehend the book. So roll. 1 hour has passed. Roll again. Two hours has passed. Roll
One
again.
more hour.
Wow.
I can quit any time.
Okay.
A griffin is a half eagle, half lion. End of story.
I want someone to walk into you like in the third hour.
Any
okay.
takers?
No, because 3 hours will pass and fuck knows what's gonna happen in 3 fucking hours. Some of you might be dead at that point. Anyway, speaking of dead, Chadwick, with the message sent and being delivered, it takes approximately a few minutes for you to just literally go to the south side, which is opposite of the north side, where the north side has like the reinforced gate that is small, and that in the south there's just like a wide open just section that you suppose a wall should be there, but there are just 2 watchtowers overseeing the area, and it's basically just that, like just open end of the walls, about 100 or 200 feet of this cobblestone road, and then about 200 feet wide to the left and to the right. One thing that you immediately see is to the left, like if you go south and you look at the left, there is a post that basically showcases all the nearby locations and how much time it would take for walking on foot, on horse, or interestingly enough, on one of the bars for what's his name? Give me a second. Let me check something real quick. So, because there's like if main thing is Halashra, then whole Oleg, and to the right there is Piece of Cat, and in the Piece of Cat there is a drawing or almost like a impromptu carving into the post of a cat, with notification that it would take 6 days for a cat to travel from Hero's Rest, from Hero's Turn to Piece of Cat. The cat symbol does not appear on any other noteworthy I guess pointers. Anyway, about 4 or 5 minutes pass, and you see in the distance, of course, your boy Farron approaching, quite tired, seeing as he stayed overnight with books. But nevertheless, book.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
So, I'll pull out the different flyers. As I was saying before, my sword's kind of getting hungry, so I was told there's some goblins over here to the left. I was going to start over there and just, until it was full. You know what I mean?
Alright, weird analogy, but I get the thirst for battle as well. Alright.
There's also some giants over there that the villagers want us to talk to, see if they were friendly.
Negotiation. Let's more yours.
If you want to, we can. But a quick goblin hunt. All that, it's been a while. Should be fun. I mean,
And, I'm sorry, I
oh, it
missed
is
that.
a bit. Goblin hunt should be fun. Oh, it will be a bit disappointing given usually their utilities don't match up to a. He taps his like chest plate, an inch of steel. But battle's a battle.
Alright.
Anything a bit more spectacular on those flyers.
I mean, I'll show him the basilisk. Not gonna lie, kind of nervous about this one. Not sure, but everyone was freaking the fuck out when I said that I might take care of it. So I still got this one on me. But there's a basilisk to the north, kind of a terror.
Question, Orexis, can I do a history check on basilisks? What do I know about their
Yeah, you can roll me history, nature, arcana, or religion.
Got it, I think.
Yeah, I'll help you out with that roll.
Thank you.
Put in whatever knowledge I have.
Insert Farron lectures here. Alright, yeah. We are going to go to Arcana for this. Since I kind of just want to know its actual abilities, what kind of threat it is. That's 21. That's spicy roll.
Well, first thing you realize that
Double 15.
basilisks are really... This place should be quite the opposite of where a basilisk should be. Most basilisks, you assume, would reside in the more stony, mountainous areas. Well, this is just, quite the opposite. Not a single mountain, just mossy plains and plagued marshes. You do know that they have an innate ability to petrify someone with their sight. That some of them have resistance to normal weapons. And kind of some...
Meaning you need magical weapons.
Yes.
Alright.
But also, you know that some observations have been made through... You don't know if it's tales or just where you got them, but you just kind of have this natural incline that some, like from region to region, or where they are the basilisks, because they're extremely territorial, can basically obtain some sort of attribute or something to basically make them more adaptable to the surrounding region. And knowing where you are, just kind of realizing where this basilisk might be, you assume poison and diseases its forte.
Which is good for us, to some regards, being paladins and all, but...
Yes.
Well,
Kind of thinks to himself.
I thought I got the risk. How about we warm up with some goblins and then take it from there?
Yeah, that works for me. Just whenever my store gets full, I'll be happy.
So,
Right.
just roll me to a d10 as you're kind of just going to the left.
Chadwick, this is your adventure.
Because when you go to the left, you do see that there is like a small forest, as in not like small, but like seems to be several miles or maybe about 2-3 miles long by the wall, and then over it beyond it you see the yellowish plain. So around this area there is some, I guess, natural forests-esque. So yeah, 1d10 if you will. Brett and Dagger. Takes you about 10 minutes actually, in fact, standing around and waiting. As all of a sudden you see a bunch of like these older elves walk out, quite satisfied, and you see a familiar halfling that you were greeted by yesterday. As he all of a sudden acknowledges you, all of a sudden, I see. How might I help you two? Well, more as she kind of looks, because you do have what's it called, Elena and Arthur with you. So who's gonna speak up?
We're looking for our other companions, mainly the horse and the dwarf. The
His
centaur and the dwarf.
he strokes his chin for a bit. Didn't see the dwarf except for yesterday. As for your centaur pal, he came here about 40 or so minutes ago. Asked about a bounties. I gave him directions, mainly for the giants and the Baron of the Yellow Marshes.
Wide-eyed.
Yeah, so the basilisk, basically, we're built around the marshes, and it can be anywhere in the marshes. That's for you to go. The quickest way to the marshes if you head out south through the fucking clearing and just go straight south. In about 20 minutes, you can be knees deep into the yellowish ooze that is that abomination. As for the giants, there is an old couple, an elderly cabbage farmer couple, just right out to the right in the south, that spotted some giants. Don't know much about it. Nobody has been brave enough to look for those giants, but if you're willing to see if they're friendly or not, there might be a potential reward for it. Oh yeah, also, if you go into the marshes, I said this to your centaur friend already, do not trust any friendly individuals, humanoids, human-like creatures who are there just in the marshes. Those are not people. He kind of like points at all of you as if like you understand what I'm saying.
Nods.
Yes.
He nods back. Good. That's all I given to your centaur friend as well. Anything else you wish to know?
That will be all.
All right.
Thank you.
He nods. He kind of looks around a bit, to the left and to the right. Looks at the guards. Where's the drow? The guards look at him. She hasn't arrived yet, sir. The half-elf nods. Let her in when she is. They all kind of just nod to each other, and the halfling walks inside.
Looks at Brit. A drow. Don't see many of those. Well, it's none of our business anyway.
True.
Oh, and Brit. I do, in fact, speak giant. Just in case you had any ideas about it.
I mean, we could do that. I imagine if we... I think our priority should be finding our companions first, though.
So,
Gathering everybody. I don't want to...
Can't let them fight alone. I simply hope that they're not going for something like, you know, as imposing sounding as a baron alone.
I would imagine at least one of the two would have a bit more common sense than that.
Meanwhile,
I mean, you know they're glory seekers.
so a simple decision for both of you to make. What are you gonna do?
So which gate? Like
South.
which direction?
South.
Well, we don't know that.
You were told that.
Oh, they went.
Yeah.
Okay. They,
You were told that he told Chadwick to go south for the Giants and then basically wherever he wants for the Baron. So that's your clues.
Hmm. Good.
probably
we
south
split up?
would. No,
Doubt he would just go check. Would he? Hmm. How about this? We could split up, but I'm not sure. Do you have a
well, if you split up, then there's going to be a Baron, and if one of us gets caught by it alone, that's not going to be the best.
wait? We're going outside of the town?
I mean, there's no point in in assuming otherwise.
Hmm.
Would imagine that they would probably have gone if we haven't seen them yet.
Could have missed. You're right. All right. I'll follow you.
Elena would just intervene kind of slightly. If they went south, clearly somebody would have seen a horse with a human face.
Right.
Yep.
Hmm.
We'll head south and ask our way
Um,
around the townspeople about
Okay.
that.
Investigation.
God damn it.
As time goes on. Meanwhile, Chadwick and the Farron. So here's how it's gonna go. Both of you can both of you roll me a perception check?
For a second.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and give Chadwick advantage.
Because I'll be real about this. I'm gonna be very, very real about
Down
this.
to earth. Okay.
Yes. Basically, give me a second. Let me find some music.
Oh no.
Give me a second. Oh my fucking god. Okay.
Bora got a
Okay.
25.
Okay. Let me. I cannot. I don't know which one I want to play because this is gonna be fun.
Got to be Farron and Chadwick are instead.
Oh my god. Give me a second. I need to find like a proper. Fuck. I can't find anything like that would fit this mood.
Is it Sabotage music? Guys?
I'm not playing. I would not play Sabotage music for the sole reason of me getting copyrighted struck on YouTube. Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, the grace and the might of the Lord.
Holy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hello,
You know what?
Joe. There we go.
You know what? I'm just gonna. Oh, give me a second.
The paladin version would be for the grace and the smite of the Lord.
Yes. Give me a second. Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! I gotta. Give me a second. I gotta answer Paul.
Alright, Chadwick, either we're about to go Terminator mode or we're about to be terminated. Not sure which one yet. I'm here for either.
Step outside to stab some goblins, get stabbed by a demigod.
Boy, that would be our luck, wouldn't it? So, if we wipe these goblins out, you sure you don't want to go for the basilisk? I mean,
I mean, like, I'm not opposed to going after the basilisk. This town does need some help. So, like, I don't know. I'm just kind of nervous. I hear it's a big deal.
Yeah, that comes to the question. Do we have any anti-paralysis effects? We have, like, saving throw buffs. But...
lay on hands can cure paralysis, I believe.
Let me double check. Let's see. Lay on hands. Alright, so we're naturally immune to disease, but then you have
Oh boy.
find sense, sacred health.
Okay, so give me a second. Oh
Where
boy.
are you?
What do you mean? Where am I?
I'm reading a
I'm
description.
I'm pretty sure that lay on hands cannot heal
Okay.
paralysis.
So this is not a combat situation. This is a victory lap for both of you. So as you're going through the forest at high speeds, Chadwick,
Yeah.
you spot every like half a minute or so just a goblin, either in the trees or by the trees or in the bushes hiding. You see everything. And there's no combat, as whatever you touch with your blade just running in and piercing, you just fucking skewer the goblins in half, or just decimating with a single hit. I would like to have a competition with both of you. Farron versus Chadwick. Who can kill more goblins? I would like you to roll me 2d12 individually. Let's see how many goblins in 5 minutes you can kill.
Oh, Bora, Chadwick's on
Welcome
the
to
roll.
the slaughter.
So basically what happens, every 10 or so seconds, Chadwick just skewers someone. You, Farron, because you don't have much range, you can only pick out the people who are basically above.
That Chadwick leaves.
Yes. Every few minutes or so, you just spot like a hunter that was like stumbled, like as he's like hunting something, and then just sees you fucking zoom past them.
His head goes bye-bye.
Occasionally, you get something, 2 goblins in a trench coat. So you can actually whack them off.
It's basically the meme equivalent of this. Give me a second. This is basically this is the fucking meme. This is you, Bo, versus the goblins. Just like every few seconds, just Anyway, in total, in 5 minutes, I shit you not,
Bora.
you have killed over almost 30 goblins. You didn't collect anything as Chadwick was just going through the fucking charge as the blade, Chadwick, stings in your mind. Yes, more! Strike them all down like insects they are. The blade is pleased, Chadwick. So, 5 minutes pass, 29 goblins slain, and there is a clear path or where the steed went through. Would you like to continue?
We're just getting started.
Would you?
The bounty was to collect the ears, so I guess I'll run back, grab some ears, and then continue on.
Okay. In total, you get 28 pairs and one ear that is odd. Like, as in, there was one ear on the goblin that was cut off. So 28 pairs and a half. 5 minutes pass for collecting ears by the dissected, skewered, and basically half disintegrated bodies. Roll me another d10, one of you, and a perception check.
Alright, giving advantage on Chadwick for the perception check.
Alright, and then you can take the d10 then.
Alright then.
Also, do anybody of you know Goblin?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Do any of you know Goblin?
It's only
No.
2 of them.
No.
You hear fucking screeches
Oh god.
You hear screeches and you chase them down. Roll me d6, both of you.
I feel sorry for these poor green gobs.
Okay, so
Poor
in
Chad, we're killing
so in
everyone.
the next 5 minutes you kill 9-1. Clearly now afraid and running, scattering across. You don't know where is north, where is south. You're just going through the fucking forest, wrecking through the summer leaves, killing anything you see. But your 5-minute charade ends swiftly as all of a sudden through the bushes, as you run towards them, hearing screeches, you see a massive owl bear through the bushes running towards
We are
you. I would like
Chadwick,
both of you to
we're
roll to
going-
hit. Both of you to hit
Where is he
against
coming
the
to?
owl.
Is he coming? All right, no, we'll just roll the hit. Let's go for it.
Uh,
What is that?
Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay. Come on. Yeah.
What is that?
Okay, both of you roll damage. I'll be right the fuck back.
Bruh.
Man, you guys are greedy.
We are glory paladins. What are you expecting?
Something
Yeah.
No,
more
you're a
glorious than-
glory paladin. Chadwick is Hans paladin.
I'll be honest, I thought you'd actually go for the Baron and the Giants.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, why don't I just smite on top of that? There's no reason not to smite.
That base damage though.
Truly. Alright.
Ah yes. Normal
I've seen the
normal
anime.
damage. 3, 1, 4 plus 12.
Why not?
We're level 6 now, right? Or 8. Hey, really?
Bro, you got. Bro, you're heavy-handing this. Alright. Let me add up. You got a total of 30. You got a total of. That's 59 damage.
Man.
Stop! He's already dead.
This horse is going down.
You two just come back happy as can be, covered in blood.
Then a goblin gets away. A single goblin.
Then
Yeah,
eyes
that's
go red.
Boblin the Goblin. You adopt him
Why
for
would
extra
No!
spicy PTSD.
No! Why? I'm just a little goblin.
No, but
I don't know
seriously,
why
that's
I'm
fucked up.
guarding this dungeon.
Listen.
Bobbling the
We
goblin
all
has
all know that goblins are sentient, right? Right.
they're not sentient when they're dead.
Obviously fucking not. But I'm questioning morality here of glory. That was a massacre, that wasn't combat.
At this point,
My-
they've laid down their arms and are fleeing, right?
Yeah. They're
Not very glorious of them. That's not very honorable or glorious of them.
Not very glorious.
Now that they're running away, I'm not going to attack anymore.
Oh? Really? I thought you weren't done.
Well, he just said that they're still that they started running. So now that they're running, I'm moving on to the giants.
We will going for battle of the giants. Just slaughter them. No, I'm not that suicidal.
Whoa!
Okay.
Battle is on.
I'm back. Wait, 58 in total damage? 9.
Yes.
Oh god, it's still alive. Shit. But barely.
Alright, roll to hit, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens as you all of a sudden spot the owlbear go through the bushes? You instinctually just hit it, Chadwick piercing it, and I guess Farron just bonking it over the head. It all of a sudden just goes and does this slow shriek as it tries to go away from both of you. Chadwick.
Yeah.
You have a choice to make, as in your head there is a moral dilemma of, do you let it go? Because it seems in pain and wants to get out. While the blade in your head says, slice it clean.
Okay. How much pain does it appear to be in?
From scale to 1 to 10, 7.5, maybe 8.
Probably gonna bleed out if you don't put it down.
So yeah, this would technically be an act of mercy at this point. Sorry, buddy. And I'll take another swing.
Okay, roll another hit.
And if he looks close to dying, then instead of attacking myself, I'm gonna help action. You have advantage on that attack now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Yeah, roll damage. Oh. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. You plunge the blade deep and you twist it, and then the whole owlbear just goes and just goes limp. Currently there's half an owlbear on you, and the blood is gushing on your front, Chadwick.
Adrenaline kicking in harder.
What is your choice, Chadwick? Are you going to continue on slaying more?
Alright, yeah, at this point the goblins are running away.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about chasing down things that have no will to fight. So I'm going to turn around. Now we're going to start looking for the giants.
Oh boy.
We're gonna come to the giants covered in blood.
Okay.
All right. At least
Okay.
you know we'll this.
Okay. So this is the best part. Give me a second. Hold up. I need to stop this music. So back to Brit and
Meanwhile.
Dagger. Yes. You're just like having just like a bunch of people asking like they seen a centaur, and some of them pointing like yeah and you make it to the south, and there's like a wide entrance, and you ask around, and there are some guards that kind of point you like, yeah, they went there. And as you kind of like go towards the forest, literally 50 feet from the entrance to the south side, you see like a handful of hunters, their face drained of color, their hands quivering, their bows in their hands half drawn. Petrified these men are, as they look at you and just shake their head. Don't go there. Something.
War. Who?
So,
Whose team is this?
This is Dagger and Brit. You
Oh,
two.
okay. Making
Yeah.
sure. Why?
A demon, a horse demon, massive, a lot of blood. He starts to hyperwhelm, like just starts.
I
running back.
kind of grab him by the shoulders. Calm down. He won't hurt you. He's with us.
As you say that, you heard the fucking previous music they had, like that fucking drowned down sound. You all of a sudden just hear that as Chadwick, covered fully red in blood, like the front section with Farron, just go across the fucking
At this point, just as a player to player, Baron Chadwick, that's not glory, that's infamy.
My dude,
My dude.
glory is glory.
Exactly. But
Tell
yeah,
yourself.
basically, Chadwick,
You don't have to
Farron,
understand the grind set.
you're full of
What is glory if people are too scared to tell your tale?
Hey,
A
listen.
diplomatic conversation for another
No,
day.
no.
Oh, boy.
You're not having this conversation. Chadwick just running to the other side of the forest to look for giants.
Wait,
You just see a distant
Do we see?
two-headed horse.
Do we see him?
Yeah, you see, as you know, the man,
oh,
the
no,
hunter,
you don't.
the hunter describing what's happening. You see just Chadwick the front covered in blood with Farron on his back, about 200 feet, like away from you, going from the section where the hunter
You know what?
came from.
Yell.
Shut up. Let me finish what I'm saying, motherfucker. Basically making their way through basically what do you assume the left side of the forest to the right through the road, and you see a handful of people drawing their crossbows and people yelling and whistling to stop. Chadwick, can you roll my wisdom saving throw?
All right.
It begins.
Let me just double check my wisdom modifier.
Should be good.
And your charisma modifier.
You
Plus 11.
you think you hear some hints of something echoing through your mind, and then you are almost reinforced by the blood on your fur. Keep going. Keep going. You're dashing through the road, covered in blood and glee, swinging your sword left and right, spreading holy misery.
Question: what's happening from my perspective at the very moment?
Oh, jeez.
Say. When alright, I will say this. Wait, are we in town or are we outside of town right now? We lost the DM. Oh no.
Give me a second.
Town.
You're about 200 feet or so
Yeah.
out of town. You're scaring the locals.
I mean, the only person that is scared is basically the hunter that just witnessed somebody covered in blood just zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
I will. Look. All I'm gonna say is there are yet more enemies to be slain. There's a basilisk poster. How suicidal are you feeling, Chadwick?
Well, I mean, we're about to run into some giants, and then if my sword still isn't happy, I'm gonna move up to the basilisk at this point.
I like where your head is.
Well, technically, good news for a dagger and Brett. You know where they are, seeing as they're running, and there is clear path that they're running through the forest. Chadwick and Farron, roll me a D100, not D100, D10.
Aw. I
Yeah.
thought the gods were watching for a second.
No, he broke the code, but sometimes the gods are not watching. Shit.
Sometimes gods are not watching. We need to kill something
Why?
more impressive so Troop more watches.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
So basically, what happens? Chadwick, can you roll me just a wisdom save again? Ooh,
Let's
ooh,
go.
ooh, okay,
17.
okay. So the first
You're
thing, so you've been running like for 2 minutes, fast paced, nonstop. Farron, you kind of have this sensation that something is wrong with Chadwick. He has this mentality of chasing someone down, weapon drawn, even though there's literally no one hostile around. But then all of a sudden, Chadwick, you just kind of blink and the whole bloodlust just kind of fades. And as you kind of look around, you're just in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere. You don't know where you are. You're just kind of went for 2 minutes.
Remember tonight we're training the fox.
Can you both of you roll me a perception check? I assume Brett and Dagger are gonna go look
As
for your.
soon as we are, we're going to hop on our summons. We're gonna grab our steeds and try and intercept Farron and Chadwick.
Okay, so
Definitely.
so
Post haste.
as you're kind of looking around, you don't know where you are. It's basically forest, a pretty thick, a bunch of sprouts of birch and whatnot around. Pretty quiet, warm, no wind. You just kind of look around for a few minutes, and you basically see from the path you made, which is pretty clear as Chadwick disregard every single bush and branch in its path. You see your faithful companions of Britt and Dagger making your way to you. And you do not really find anything until you spot, like, how to say this? For a brief moment, you thought it was like a branch, just, a knockdown branch like many others. But then you kind of examine it closely from a distance, and you realize it's some sort of totem, as it seems to be decorated with feathers and threads of cloth, placed on the ground firmly, like kind of just shoved in. Seemingly either made from a small tree, like, a small, when I say small, as in like maybe a foot in diameter tree, or maybe it's been just perfectly sculpted here to stay here. But nevertheless, it is kind of odd. It doesn't have any symbols or anything, it just has a lot of just random stuff on it.
Yeah, no access. Okay. And how far are the boys behind us?
You assume if you stay still, in half a minute they should arrive.
All right, I'll spend that half a minute, like, kind of pacing around whatever this is and kind of examining it.
Investigation from both of you, or one with advantage. Your call.
You can go ahead and take the advantage on this one. As we're kind of walking around, I'll be like, hey, what exactly? How do we get here?
All right. Oh, well, first we killed some goblins, and then we killed some more goblins. Then you said something about meeting a giant. Then we went this direction. Then I think the adrenaline wore off.
You just kind of examine it, and you realize that this is a very crudely made thing, not because of how to say this, not because it's like made by an amateur, but probably the one who made it is too big to be working with delicate stuff, as in placing precise how to say this, minuscule details to this tree. That you realize it is in fact a tree. Somebody just literally cut off half of a tree, removed all of its branches, and started just kind of adding feathers to it, which seem to be just all sorts of feathers, nothing of a specific bird. You see pigeon, several eagle feathers. It seems from both of you. Oh yeah, this is from Chadwick's perspective. Farron, on the other hand, you realize this is like some sort of semi-altar or a shrine of sorts. And you realize that this is basically probably an unfinished totem. As you see, there's a lot of stuff at the top, but not very much at the bottom. So you see maybe either the people didn't have enough time who were making this, or they did not have the components to finish it. or both.
Alright. And just looking around here, are there any semblances of the people who crafted this? Footprints, disturbances in the foliage? Like,
Well, here's the thing: the grass here is tall, and the ground is relatively hard. You would feel with the 20, you would see faint resemblance of what you assume are footprints. Definitely bigger than yours or Chadwick's or anybody that you have known, and would resemble a. What the fuck? What is that?
oh, sorry, food cooking in the background.
Man, my dude is like
My
looking-
anger is
it's the
boiling
goblins.
over.
Yes. But basic gist of it is, you realize that these are quite, maybe a day or two old footprints because the grass basically stood up to its basic usual position, and there's like very, very subtle remnants of it still there. There's no imprint on the dirt itself because the dirt around here seemingly is hard. But you see the prints. You realize that these tracks are incredibly recent, as in nobody has walked here multiple times, but not walked enough to make a permanent print. Or say somebody stood here for long enough to make a permanent imprint. I
point out the direction.
I do just fucking imagine when you speak. There's on the back. There's like on the back of Chadwick's back. There's just a walk where you're boiling like fucking limbs of goblins. Like jerky.
Jerky.
So, I guess you regroup, seeing as Chadwick is kind of.
We let them catch up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before. Oh.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Have you two gone off?
I left a note.
A note?
Yeah,
Where?
I left it right. It was right in front of the door to us in. Pretty obvious.
We didn't go. We were out looking for you. We didn't go and see the notes, unfortunately.
Are you? We're going south. Are you after the giants?
Yeah, a bit of diplomacy. I mean, a lot of people scared of it.
Then
Well-
you might
Someone's gotta
want
do
to
it.
take care of all of. Edge does the open palm circle this.
What you? Oh.
I'm also
Oh.
disappointed in you two. You didn't even ask me.
I mean-
speak giant.
This is a good point. How about Chadwick? We still got one
What
left
it-
quest to clean up. Why don't we let Brit and Dagger handle this? Dagger
You-
breaks giant, and Brit handles diplomacy. We
Please
can handle the last
stay
ones.
along.
Don't giants speak common though? Like, can't they just talk to us? What do you mean? They have their own language?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
It's just
They can speak common, but I'm sure that not all do.
Okay, I'm back.
it's
Oh,
more
well,
of just in
thanks for showing up.
case.
It also depends what kind of giant.
So I'm guessing we saw that totem, that badly made
Yes,
totem
yes.
on the way.
Yes, you would.
And
There are no languages.
Judging by the known craftsmanship, we might have an artist on our hands, if not some kind of spiritualist.
So honest, though.
I
I'm not
was-
one for no go. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine, but I was just afraid that you might be bloodthirsty. Ooh.
I mean, glory thirsty, yeah, but
Oh no, it's cool.
Or-
I'm just feeding my sword. Don't worry.
yeah, come on.
You looked pretty
What?
determined back there. weapon
You
drawer.
need to
Chadwick?
understand, Dagger.
Chadwick.
It's
Yeah.
part of our religion to do this.
Speaking
It's like asking an ox not to eat.
Speaking about your blade, the metal pieces are basically held by the crackling lightning that is kind of connecting them, knitting them together slightly. that lighting turned from, from bluish, like wide bluish as original, to this crimson reddish that seems to be dissipating over time.
With that said, I believe. Hold up, I need to. Okay, so with that said, though, I look to like Britt. So, wait, I tap Chadwick for the flyer for the giant negotiation.
Yeah, I'll hand that over to Brit and Dagger. Yeah,
Honestly,
that's what I was on my way to do.
Would you, Brit? I think it would be best if we all stuck together.
I hate to say this. I have full faith in your abilities, but you guys don't match our pacing on our solo questing, and little missions like this are better handled by small groups than large ones.
We are a group, a team, are we not?
Yeah, and each member has their own strong suits. That's why I say you guys go off negotiating with the giants. I can't speak giant.
Let's just be thankful they went for the goblins instead of the basilisk.
Speaking of which, that was the next target, right?
You're not doing that until we have everybody present.
Hey,
A basilisk sounds more dangerous than giants.
I know, I beg to differ. Giants are a fearsome
please
foe
be-
far beyond any
please-
lizard.
Please
It's a
be
big
quiet.
lizard. Come on, guys.
I doubt basilisks are literal lizards. Besides, is a dragon to you a simple lizard?
Well, ask
It's a
Trugman, he'll
fire-breathing
say that
lizard.
for certain.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I understand your concern, but have some faith in our abilities.
You have total faith. It's just I'd rather not lose anybody else.
I just want to make sure you're not overestimating yourselves.
Alright, how about we make a compromise? Alright? Look, I know it's hard for you two to understand. You're Dagger, you're a man of art and culture. Brit, you're one of redemption. I know it's hard for you to grasp one of battle, but this is part of who I am. However, how about this? Basketballers are a dangerous foe, I'll admit. How about this? We grab up the gatherers, grab all the others. We meet up and find the basilisk, and you let me and Chadwick have a go at it. If it looks hairy, you jump in and you save the day. Everyone wins.
I never said that we were not going to take care of the basilisk. Just didn't want you guys getting in over your heads, is all.
Alright, so are you okay with my proposal?
We can gather them up, yes. But
Okay.
let's take care of some giants first. Do the smaller stuff. That way we...
I don't know about Chadwick, but honestly, I'd prefer getting cleaned up before the next fight. Blood makes a slicky handle.
Brit.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking a mess, aren't I? Yeah. I'll just pick up my sword. You cool with that guy? You mind waiting a little bit longer?
I think they have a good idea. Besides, honestly, if that blood stays any longer, they're gonna stink.
By the way, Chadwick, who are you talking to?
Oh, my sword. It was hungry.
Do you
There's
mean
a
that?
genuine concern on, like...
There's a concern on my face too.
Are you talking literally or... No.
I mean, I've mentioned it a couple times. It said it was hungry. I was trying to get it some food. What's going on? Why are you giving me this weird look?
Does it talk back to you?
Doesn't your sword?
No.
I mean,
Panics.
Please
I,
don't tell me it's a
I,
cursed item.
oh, I wouldn't. Well, maybe, but look, I didn't know about this until actually. With that said, I would like to mention that your swords summon weird humanoids that almost killed people. This is not out of the ordinary. Just motions
Like
to your giant blade.
Browlift.
This is kind
I-
of just a deal with
I-
higher end weapons.
I don't know about that particular sword Chadwick has. It's a discussion for another day, but don't go blindly trusting things that continue to say they're hungry.
It's
All right,
a
I won't
bad
trust you.
omen.
I won't trust Dagger. Y'all are always hungry.
I kind of point at Brith with a thumb. Well, she's the one feeding us most times.
Wow, called out.
But we'll let you guys handle the giants. We'll get cleaned up, and then we'll meet back for the basilisk. Let's make it quick though. I want to get to the basilisk before the hour's end.
Well,
Alright.
it depends on where they are.
Good
Where
question.
they are.
I'll need some. We need to get some sending stones. It's getting a nuisance.
Very, very true. Maybe
Alright,
you guys,
we're go-
while you guys are over there, you can pick some up along the way.
How expensive are those?
Yeah. Or actually,
At the very least, price.
You can roll me. You
Smithy's
can,
knowledge. Yeah.
you can
How
roll me
many
a
are
history.
We need 8 of them.
History.
Eight?
Alright.
Yep,
Yeah.
8?
because you have
Yeah.
R. Because you have R for Elena.
Okay, wait,
No,
wait,
all
wait.
we really need is like one, so that the core
no.
person in the party break has one.
Everybody do need one.
Honestly, no, listen. How about this? Groups, for each group of 2, we have one.
We'll see the price first, and then decide after that.
Well, it would make sense that no one person should be out on their own.
Yeah.
So,
Buddy system.
With that said, what's kind of like, alright, 10, it's flat average. What's kind of what I imagine to be where the price range goes?
roll me a history or intelligence check.
I got a 10 on the history, that's what I was saying. Unless you want to roll again.
Oh no. In that case, best you can recall in your mind, they're pretty common. They're about 20-ish, but you're basically like guessing at this point. Like they're not super expensive. Like they don't cost 100 each, but they're not. You don't.
Given the price of them and the sparse gold we have at the hand, I suggest we buy 2, and then that should run us about 40 gold. We give one to Britt, one to myself. That way the 2 proactive members have a way to connect with the rest of them, and we don't have another fossil like this again. As time goes on, we can get more for everyone else, but in truth, the groups tend to split up between me and Britt. With odd exceptions here and there.
Cool.
Alright, me and Chadwick can go by that, clean up. You can handle the giants, and hopefully we'll gather the group as we go there.
So, I guess you split off. Brett and Dagger, you go for the Giants Den, right?
Yep.
Chadwick and Farron. Are you?
And we're looking for the other party members while we're out.
Oh, I thought you were actually gonna just go for the Basilisk. Like, yeah. we're-
Tempting. I mean, Chadwick could probably convince Farron, but Farron's an honest dude. He said he was gonna do it.
Okay.
But that's
Roll.
No, I just realized I'm covered in blood, so I'm gonna go rinse off.
So
investigation.
yeah, investigation.
You dirty
Alright.
horse.
Alright, I'm gonna snag advantage again, just for the sake of 20. Let's go.
Okay.
Who do we find?
Oh, okay. So first
So
of all,
where are you?
for the bathing, as you make your way through the forest, all of a sudden you stumble upon just this massive clearing. You see a handful of houses in the middle of the forest and a massive field of cabbage. Besides that, there is also a small, like not a small, but like a relatively sized pond. I mean that's a good place for you, I guess, wash up if you're really in, you know. If not, I don't know. Wait. Can you hear me, by the way?
Oh, hey.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember the mayor telling me about this. Cabbage House. There's a couple in there. They know about the giants. Maybe they'll let us rinse up, too.
Oh,
I mean, there is a pond, so you can go into it if you want.
Pond. Just a
Pond.
bit of blood in the pond. Don't worry about it.
I can imagine. I can just imagine them rolling around in a pond.
No, like not as like a pond, like a small, a feet. No, we're talking like an actual like pond that is like, you assume maybe 12, 15 feet deep and maybe 20 feet wide. Like a whole, like it's not a lake, but it's like just a pond.
Yeah, I'm down to go rinse up there.
Okay. Give me a second. So, in that case, yeah, it takes you just several minutes to wash up, and making your way back to town. You do take several minutes, and you do find the market. So, asking around for stones, you find just literally a small section of, you assume, the most common magical items, as in like small pieces of wood, just like common items with a light spell enchanted into it, and there's several like knickknacks and whatnot. You do find sending stones being sold by a tabaxi. For each stone, and apparently it can send 5 sending spells a day, as advertised, it is 12 gold pieces.
Alright, I look
each.
at my gold store.
Man, I can't wait till they
on
invent
that-
smartphones.
See, 12 for each. 40. Alright, so it's 48 for 4 then. Actually, Chadwick, would you like to negotiate the price down? The small attempt. The charisma boy.
Yeah, sure. I'll go up to the guy, and you said it was 12 gold.
For one.
Yeah, for one. All right. And Baron, what do you think? 4? 2? 4? You said 2 before.
Given the price, we can go 4.
2, 4. All right. Let's see. All right, I'll saunter over and look at the merchant. Hello, good sir. I see your fine wares here. I'm sure you already know who we are. The paladins wandering into town, fixing all your problems already.
The sheer confidence.
He listens patiently for
Oh,
your,
you see.
yeah. Passive insight. You are not the first one that tried to charm TM. He knows what you're doing, but he's willing to listen through your little speech.
So here's the deal. Me and my friends need to stay in communication with each other. You do happen to have a handy little object here. If I were to buy, say, 4 of them at once, I feel like you could maybe give me a small discount for buying in bulk.
He kind of listens to you and slowly raises one eyebrow. You have a price in mind?
Yeah, let's see. I kind of look at my gold in my pocket. How would 36 gold sound?
Roll me a persuasion check. It would be with advantage because you're doing all this thing with help, but the disadvantage because this is a tabaxi that knows his shit. He knows the routine.
All right. Why can't I find my pulse?
Ooh.
19.
He looks at you, squints his eyes a bit, looks at this, and these message stones are basically these like 3 inches long triangle stones, like a very long triangle, and they are basically neatly carved with these bluish runes that slightly glow, basically dim, fully dim when being, what's it called, when being on the display, but when it's picked up they kind of give this soft shimmer. Nevertheless, he leans in and says, I'll give you a 7, 40 gold pieces.
40. I find this to be acceptable. I'll give you 40 gold.
He extends his hand towards you in agreement.
I'll shake his hand.
Then a deal has been made, the creature of the Fae, as he kind of collects 4 stones from the display and just kind of puts them in front of you.
I'll pick up the stones and I'll look through my bag for that odd ear. Cats like odd things, right? And I'll put the ear down. Yeah. Yeah.
What? Wait. What cat here? What cat here? I need some context to this.
No, I'll pull out the odd goblin ear and put it in front. Cats like weird things, right?
Wow!
Wait, you say that? Jesus.
I've already collected the stuff, put it in my pocket, and I'm like,
Yeah,
trying to nice gesture.
That was one of the weirdest fucking interaction. Tazabaxi's like kind of confused what the fuck are you trying to say.
You caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Now strike when he's vulnerable. Head shock factor.
Fucking stab him in the chest with your blade. Do it now.
The blade.
Alright, if he just kind of stares at me weird, I'll pick the ear back up and walk away.
Okay.
With that, yeah. With that said, can we do another investigation check to find Sergal and Nathan?
Who? Well, you don't need to roll investigation for it. Also, one thing. There is a map for sale of Hero's Turn for 20 gold pieces. Are you wanting to buy it? Because I'm not giving you the map of the city if you're not gonna buy it. That's how the rules work.
How long? We're only staying here for like another night or two. I don't think it's worth it for 20 gold.
Okay. Fair. Okay. Fine. Okay. I see how it is.
Fine, I won't give you the map.
I'm a cartographer. I'm making my own map as I'm going around.
Oh, it's gonna take a fucking while. Anyway. You don't need to roll investigation check because you basically spot as you're making your rounds to see if you can find Nathan or Sergal. You spot Nathan just kind of. You kind of spot Nathan reading one of the books by this counter, which has like a shit ton of different books, and it seems to be run by a halfling who seems to be kind of eyeing Nathan, kind of like trying to get his stake. He of course spots you, shrugs and continues reading for a bit, and puts the book back. And you see there's like there is just a compilation of 6 books on this what's it called? There are 6 books, like 6 types of books, all by the same author of Lennis deep hollow. And what looks from the first glance is that they're all novels of sorts. And the one that Nathan had just on his hand is Linus Deep Hollow's Adventures in the Archipelago.
Classic.
Yeah. There is one called The Treacherous Depths, The Long Way North, The Plains of Nothing, The Underdark, and its horrors and fascinations,
That would be useful.
and Through the Plains of Empire. And there's like this small stamp Through the Plains of Empire, at the bottom right that has this like stamp that shows that this book has been awarded by the Academy of the Dorn Empire for one of the most scientifically claimed books of 262 years of the Fifth Era. So basically 14 years ago. As the half one looks at all of you, says, "Would you like to buy a book? Perchance?"
No, I was just here to pick up the boy.
It's a boy. Okay.
Boy.
Yes. Nevertheless, Nathan would in fact inform you that Sergal decided to head back, and in fact did head back to the Hack Talon.
See, this is really easy to solve. I just use the sending stone.
Circle, we're headed. We're headed off to kill off a basilisk, or more accurately, your backup. Head off.
Ooh, and I kind of just start describing the directions to get over to where the map. I forget exactly where the basilisk was described to be.
Basically
I'm just
anywhere
gonna
in
relay
the
those directions.
Sergal, it's been like 2 hours or so.
I think 3 hours. I rolled. 3
Yeah, I
times.
know. But like you know, you're halfway through your third hour, and you're basically in the library, pacing back and forth, and just trying to figure out the understand to comprehend the book and all of its knowledge, and then all of a sudden it clicks in. Everything just clicks in, and all of a sudden you have this like, fuck, how could I not see this sooner? Basically, when it comes to taming, training, and feeding griffins, you get an advantage on animal handling, and you get an advantage on medical checks to see to basically figure out what is wrong with a griffin. So yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Is that like a lasting buff, or is it?
It's
just, like,
permanent. It's permanent.
Permanent. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you have.
Griffin
Radical.
handler.
Yeah.
That is nice,
Mm.
especially for a paladin. With that said, you get a DM circle.
DM. A Discord notification.
I'm sorry. Do I have my phone on me? I
No, you
did
don't
not
need
know
it.
I have a sending stone.
You
No,
don't need a sending stone to be sended.
Yeah.
You need a sending stone to send.
Yes.
Oh,
It basically contains.
No, it goes
5.
straight to your head, bro.
Yeah, it contains 5 spells of sending. That
Oh, don't talk about stuff going straight to your head, Farron.
Oh no.
Don't even start.
I'm an expert at it.
You're
With
an
that
expert
said,
at head?
Oh no.
bruh.
Oh no.
I mean, he is
It
my
fits.
friend.
You are about that height.
More short jokes. With that said, I will do this. I will, since Nate and Circle are aware of the directions, I'll DM Dagger and Brit that we got a stone for the two of them. A stone for the two. And that we're headed off to the basilisk location. And we'll be waiting for them there. And
For
to
the-
hurry.
For the
Many
best.
pace.
Oh, there's There's no basilisk location. It's like you have like a area that is literally all around you, and it's like there's somewhere. There's no like.
I'm gonna start looking.
Yeah. Are you just gonna start just looking on your own, seeing if you just wandering into the marshes and just be like, hey. It's like,
Self
yeah.
insight check.
Okay. Sure. Let's. What do you want to self insight check?
Discord just had a seizure. Sorry.
The fuck?
Let's see. Discord just had a seizure.
Yeah. What would you like to self insight on?
Are we the
What would be
baddies?
Are we the baddies? What would be the appropriate way for search and rescue? so I'm just gonna straight forward into the jungle, no questions. I let Sturgle and Nate and Britt know. Well, actually, I already did this. That we're going in. We'll be searching for it.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, you can respond to sending messages if you were.
Yeah, but let's cut that. Let's cut back and let's.
Meanwhile.
Yes. Meanwhile, 30 minutes ago, wind back time a bit. Fuck. I would like, Dagger, and Brit, to roll me investigation check.
Okie dokie. Unfortunately for me, I think Brit wants me to do it, right?
If you're comfortable with it.
I am. It's just. Kidding.
Stop moaning.
Ooh, dirty 20 again.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna change the music.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not bad. Music, smiley face. Or yet. So, traversing through the forests and the somewhat wild part, even though 10 minutes away there is just a town or even a city bustling, you do see the tracks, and then you see more of them, basically getting the first, I guess, reference point from Farron's grasp, seeing them slightly relevant in the grass. You make your way what you assume is northwest. For a good 4 or 5 minutes, slowly but surely taking track, making sure that you don't get lost. And then about about an additional 2 minutes, you start to see more of these prints, but now they're a lot deeper and a lot prevalent, and you realize that there in fact are giant footprints. Not because you know how they look, but because they are in fact giant, right? They're kind of massive. Your mounds can basically fit several paws into it, depending on your animal, but at the very least 2. Nevertheless,
Okay, are these like. These are obviously giant footprints, right?
yes.
How, like. Would I discern what kind of giant they are from the prints? My knowledge may be
roll me
minuscule.
nature or survival.
Okay. Where is it? Ooh. Thank God you gave me the option of survival. Final Fantasy stuck in my head. Help me. Actually, don't. I like it here. Why?
Ooh.
I swear, it's been like this for a while.
I mean, you realize 2 things. That they're not molten or frost giants, for the fact that the surrounding area is not just frozen shut or on fire currently.
Well, good news.
Good.
Not fire or ice giants.
How many types of giants are there?
By order of height, not as much, maybe? I'm not well researched, but I at least know that hill giants are a thing. The dumber of the lot.
Oh my.
Well, seeing the artistry could be a smart one. I have high hopes for this. Let's continue.
Yes, we don't really know until we get there.
Indeed.
So, give me a second. Nevertheless, you do. It takes you good a minute or so, and then all of a sudden you see a clearing, and in that fucking clearing, you see several massive, you assume tree trunks, that were basically made into these spikes, and on those spikes there are, few freshly killed elk pierced through their chest, from like the guts, like through the entire body, not puncturing their bones, just kind of placed, and basically looking away from you. There is this very tall individual, this thing, sitting down next to what seems to be a hole in the ground by a large, also a massive bonfire burning. And he seems to be like pulling the skin off what seems to be a boar, what he's currently skinning. With his own.
Do you like your boars with or without the peel?
Yeah, as he seems to be just kind of like skinning it with its own hands, just kind of throwing pieces of guts and like the whole skin of the animal, like it's just, you know, just a peel of an orange or something.
Aye, that's a hairy orange.
Yeah. You realize from looking at beside him, you see that he has some sort of leather armor, and he seems just minding his own business, completely unaware of you.
Leather armor. I think we could interact with him. Well,
It does seem intelligent enough to understand clothing.
Well, let's leave our mounts here. I get off my mount and slowly walk a little closer. Okay, so, haven't interacted with Giant much. Well, let's be friendly. Ready? He looks at Bryn.
Also, you have Arthur and Elena by you as well. Don't forget about it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks behind at both of them. Are you guys ready?
They nod. Elena seems confident about this. Arthur has his gun at her ready.
Let's just stay relaxed. You walk out of the bush. Hello there.
All of a sudden, the giant stops, throws the thing, the boar carcass to his left, and slowly but surely stands up. And he immediately picks up this massive glaive that is about 12 feet long, and this being is about 18 feet in height. It is towering above all of you, but he immediately looks around and looks down and sees you. This is what you see. Surprisingly, okay, okay, give me a second. Can any of you roll me a nature, history, or survival check?
Oh,
As this,
I don't mind rolling so well.
as this giant is like just a human, like he looks like very human.
What is with the rolls?
Um,
Could we say that
yes,
one of the
yes,
NPCs helped me?
yes, you can reroll, I guess.
Okay. Thank
It
goodness.
birthed you because you have two people. Oh my
Slightly better, I guess. What is this?
god. Your first natural course, or I guess your designation, Dagger, is that this is a hill giant, but it looks too like good. As most hill giants are kind of deformed and messy, while this
And
looks
fat.
yeah, well this just looks like
Babies.
well, not morbidly, but like disfigured, like kind of like, you know, broken backs, unhinged teeth. While this looks like just a very tall human that is kind of scarred, and he even has like the armor that would befit a warrior of such things. And he looks at you, Dagger, and kind of squints his eyes a bit, retracts his face a bit back. Who you be, as he plummets the polearm by his side.
I am Dagger. Furbog. Can I know your name?
My name is Big Mouth, chief of my family and tribe.
Looks around. Is there any signs of any more people?
The only thing you see is like a hole that it seems to be dug out. And you realize it's literally for like organs. And you realize something. And you realize
It's trash.
yes, and you realize something. Just passive insight. This giant is like if it's a giant, it is incredibly intelligent. Because most giants would just eat everything raw, without thinking to cooking. While this one digged a hole for an organs. But looking around, you see a lot more footprints around. So you assume there are more of them, but none of them are around.
And where is your tribe, family?
He also looks around as if like trying to figure out himself, and looks back at you after a few seconds. Hunting, looking for home.
The inhabitants of the nearby town were worried about you, but you seem reasonable. Now, what kind of home are you looking for?
He all of a sudden, like, he all of a sudden extends his palm, like almost like for you to shut up. As the sudden gust of wind of him just kind of, the force of the palm kind of hits you. Not hitting you, but like the wind. As he says,
Yeah.
"Shh. You are from Stone Place? Big stone walls?"
Traveling through with my family.
We seek help. New home. We wish to live there. Big walls. Stone walls. Big stone walls.
You wish to live with the people in the town. Is that what I'm hearing?
He gives a slow nod. Outside there, he points northwest. Past the yellow grass, the poisonous grass, was our home. It is gone, destroyed. Beasts, eyes,
Oh.
fire, a lot of fire.
I understand. All right, I will see what we can do. I think they would rather go for peace as well.
He nods.
Nods.
Both nod.
We both nod, yes. I will inform them. Are you going to stay in this area for much longer?
We look home and we stay here. He immediately jabs the polearm again into the ground.
All right. I'll see what we can do. Be safe and keep your family safe until I arrive. We'll see then. He nods again and he goes back to the Brit. Well, in this case, I'm assuming Giant's help would be of no refusal to the townspeople. They might be wary, but if there's mutual help, I don't think anyone would disagree.
I agree. Definitely going to need Chadwick on this next part. For
Indeed.
sure.
So what
Huh?
would you, Brett and Dagger, do?
We're just gonna head back because we need to do that as soon as we are able.
Okay, so making your way back.
I would actually just look at Brett. We best be hurry. I just hope that the basilisk won't find them first. The giants, I mean. They seem nice enough.
Anyway, as you're kind of making your way back towards the city, all of a sudden you get a message from Chadwick, or no, actually Farron, right? That they're gonna, yeah.
I can do the sending back.
Yes,
right?
when
I
you
can
when
reply.
somebody sends a message, you can respond.
I'm gonna say, we're on our way. Stay right there until we get back.
Oh, but you hustle into it.
We are.
I hope everybody keeps count on
You
their.
got horses, don't you? You better be using them.
That's already 3 messages down.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep count of your messages.
Smiley face.
Yeah, smiley face indeed. I assume about 10 minutes pass and you basically all regroup on the south side of Hero's Turn.
Yep.
It is somewhere around like 11ish in the morning. Pretty warm. From the south though, you see some clouds, so probably maybe a difference of weather in a few hours or so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you all gather, basically. What would you like to do?
Sorry, what was the time frame?
Well, about in 10 minutes after you basically send
Got
a
it, sorry.
message. Huh?
This happened rather. Since we were tracking 3 different groups, the time confused me just a tad bit. That said,
Well, I
sorry.
assume Sergal would join in with the people, right?
Yeah, after
Okay,
I
okay.
had
Yeah.
Griffin,
Yes, yes, yes.
epiphany.
So basically, about 11, like between 11 and noon, you all gather to the south side of Heroes Rest. All of you, basically, Farron, Chadwick, and Sergo from the city, while Britt, Dagger. Oh yeah, Chadwick, Sergo, Farron, and Nathan, basically from the town. Dagger, Britt, Helena, and Arthur from the forest nearby. What would you like to do?
Alright.
So I'm looking at Brit, seeing if I can make show of the issue with the giants.
Yeah, we're gonna relay it.
Okay. So, the giants, they are friendly. I would like us to go to the mayor so we can inform them of a most probable alliance with the giants. Their home has been destroyed, and their small family is all that remains of them. When I say small, probably more than a few members. But an alliance with giants would be most beneficial to this town, I'm sure.
I'm sure you're right about it. I don't remember giants being the most clever of fellows, but
I can't stop Farron there. Farron, these were no ordinary hill giants. They were more man than giant. Unlike what I've seen in the pictures, these hill giants looked just as man. No deformities, and he communicated clearly, albeit, like myself, a bit slow.
gee, that's gonna be an interesting story. I'd love to talk about it more, but at the moment we're on a timer.
Are we?
He holds up his weapon, and if I remember Orex's description correctly, it's somewhat like you can notice like a faint glow or vibrate.
Oh yes.
One
Oh.
hate for it to go to waste.
Wait. Wasn't it like an hour?
Yeah,
I
most
was-
likely.
I was very persistent about. I think this lasts about up to an hour.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm sorry. In that
but-
case.
But Araxes, I was trying to push that so he was within the hour time span.
Oh my
Pain.
goodness.
But with that said, technically speaking, right? All I need to do to stop it from decharging is to hit something, right?
I think it's kill something you're looking for.
No, that's not
Is
right.
it?
I don't have. I don't think I have to. I'll double read it just to make sure.
Wow,
but
a
I'm
raging
pretty sure it's
sword.
hit. Well, I mean, it takes 12 charges to even use the ability, so it would be kind of bullying to force a kill.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho.
Yeah. Yep. So I just have to land.
Also,
Landon.
Dagger. I'm sorry. Are you questioning your own methods of your own weapon that Rog made?
Brilliant. There's the
No, me?
Yeah, so actually, Orexis, with that said, since we've been out in the forest, any spare like just I hate to sound morbid, but just like animals chilling about that I could squash.
Wow.
Roll a perception check.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Chadwick, can I have?
Just
actually-
make sure they don't. Just make sure they don't talk back to you. If not, Holthart's gonna be very mad.
Make sure you
Alright,
don't
alright,
waste it.
11.
I
Any rabbits, squirrels chilling about?
Yeah, I would say there's just like a squirrel.
You know what?
Like,
Fuck the squirrel.
No. There's just a squirrel that locks eyes with you. It just kind of stares at you and just slowly approach it and just bonk.
Bonk.
Little dwarven Farron.
Hammer,
jumping
hammer.
Oh yeah. I
taking
forgot.
all the squirrels and bopping them on the head.
I kind of forgot.
Goes the squirrel.
I kind of forgot to mention this, Farron. So with
no.
each bonk, with each murder you committed, your hammer starts to just emanate like a few flickers of like light every few seconds.
Oh,
And with each
no.
kill, it intensifies. By the 12th kill, there is just a constant stream of this yellowish orange light that looks like almost like what you assume a comet would be, just kind of entering orbit. It is a light that you can manipulate with your fingers as it basically gets broken apart when you move it, but it reshapes itself, and it does not cause any pain to you. It does not scald, it does not burn, it does not freeze.
Style plus 100.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Alright, basilisk hunting. Sorry, squirrel. It was a needed sacrifice.
I just want to imagine Sparrow's like, I feel kind of
Brit.
sad about this. He immediately throws an axe by the squirrel. He has a weapon.
Actually, I need to ask, Britt. The Giants did say northeast, right?
About what?
Their home. Wait, no, northwest. Yeah,
Northwest?
north something.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a
Well, I'll ask them again once we meet them. No, I'll, if you don't mind, Chadwick, I might need of your people skills as we go to the mayor.
Well, there's two options we can do. We can either take care of the basilisk now.
Remember that the Giants had a home and it was destroyed. Putting two and two together, their home was a bit to the north. The basilisks roam, right?
I find it hard to believe a single basilisk could take out a town of any meaningful amount of giants. They don't fall
I
that
think
easily.
it was more them, the swamp taking over the area.
Maybe.
Regardless,
But what
like I
of the
said,
fire?
we're on a timer. Let's
That
talk
is
about this after the fact.
Plus, it would be better leverage to kill it or do whatever. Let's first, and then have that as a bargaining chip.
Actions speak louder than words, if I do say so myself.
How about we make note of it, then we go take down the basilisk? A bit of both.
Note of what?
To the mayor. One note.
That's gonna take too long, mate. You wanna split up, maybe. But
All
you'll know.
right.
We can at least just tell them.
Wait,
I mean-
Sending Stone.
I could at least tell them that the
Speaking of
giants
which,
are
I
non-hostile.
toss Sending
Just say
Stone to
the
Brit.
giants are non-hostile.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you had a stone for us, right?
They were cheaper than I thought they would, and Chadwick talked down the price. There's one for groups. Dagger, Brit, you guys can grab one. Me, Chadwick have one. Durgirl.
I passed the
Nathan,
stone to Brit.
and Stan, Arthur, and Helena. Helene. Oprah, did I mix up names? Whatever. Ellie. Helene. But with that
So then-
said, shall we start hunting?
So,
And we'll
So-
just give them a quick note, or sending on over to them saying, "This is Brit. We talked with the giants. They are non-hostile."
that's all of the message?
And
We have to keep it somewhat short.
yeah, we
You
do have
have-
to keep it.
You have 25 words, remember. That's the sending spell.
This is Brit. The giants are non-hostile. Off to find Basilisk. We'll discuss further when we return.
Okay. You get a
Nailed it.
you get a response in a few seconds. Understood. Glad to hear it. Good luck on your hunt. We'll erect a gravestone if you do not succeed. That's your response, Britt.
Man, what a funny guy.
What a charmer. What a
He says he has full confidence in us.
what a hella
Sure.
what an individual. What a hella chonker. Anyway.
What a Chad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. He's gonna commission you a gravestone. Damn. That's courtesy. So, my good people. The hunt for the Baron. As if you have the Aletarian Plains as a map, since Chadwick should have it, you would know that it's basically all around the hero's turn. So you are in the south. You need to decide on the position where you want to head out, because the marshes is not just one path or one place. It is all around you, and it goes for dozens of miles in all directions. So pick, my good people. Basically,
That's a good question.
yes, basically everywhere but north, because the north is literally the city. Pick a direction. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo if you want. Decide your fate.
Yeah. That's your fate.
Should we start
boy.
from the north, going around?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch
No
up
matter
as
where
we
we go, I'm
find
pretty sure
trap.
the forest is going to want to have a word with us.
In all of Farron's conversations about the archipelago, did he ever mention Julie's way of choosing direction?
You might have caught it in one of his rants about getting the details right on the story. So, given you hang out with him a lot, I'd say probably yes. Unless the DM says otherwise.
All right. With that, I'll kind of take my sword, just throw it in the air.
It's a sentient sword.
Maybe it knows something. Trust the blade.
We're gonna
guys
head,
ever seen Princess Bride with the sword.
That wasn't his sword. That was the ghost of his dad.
Yeah, but kind of like that.
You said every direction but north, right?
Yeah, north is literally a hero's turn, so you would be basically going to the,
East.
east. Okay, give me a second.
I thought you said west.
Okay, give me a second. So going east, right? The east leads you on the Emperor's Road. You've been on this road from Olash to Halashra, and then you took for Defro. It's a very wide, about 200 feet wide stone road that has a constant flow of people going from west or east up and down the road. Well, I mean, eventually, if you go straight east, you would clip into the marshes to the north, and I guess you can go there if you want to from the road. Is that good, or you wanna go straight north or south east? I guess
I thought you said the town was to the north. That's why I didn't say north.
But with that said, if Chadwick's okay with that, then I am.
Okay, give me a second.
You're the map.
And
You're
me-
the map, you're
You're the map. You're the map. You're the map. You're the map.
Dora.
Shut up, Dora.
Come on,
Dora.
No.
everybody, let's go.
Okay, so
Come on. Let's
I assume you're gonna. Okay, so from east, you're just gonna, cause like east is basically Emperor's Road. You can go technically through the marshes without going into the marshes in relatively safety, because there's a lot of people going. A lot of them are armed. So yeah,
Well, we can ask people if they see movement in the form of basilisk. If we do that,
None would have seen anything in the wastes, in the marshes. And there's like no forest. It's like every 100 or so feet there's like a tree or two. It's very easy to see like for miles into it. But you also can travel. It's like over the horizon, the marshes. So, where would you like to go?
Dagger, how well are you at talking with the trees and nature? Being as how you were always in the garden.
How do I say this? I don't. Just a second, let me look. Nope, nothing on talking to plants. Good. I don't talk to plants. I water them, I give them nourishment, I don't communicate. Doesn't
All
mean
right,
I'm a gardener that I know what they're thinking.
With my very limited knowledge from my druid family, can I just see what I can pick up from the trees?
No.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
I'm gonna say no. Your only good estimate, Chadwick. The only way you get into any information from this tree if this tree can talk to you naturally, which would be kinda, disturbing / fucked up, knowing where you would be.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Oh no. Farron, remember when you talked to the swamp? Kind of looking at him, a bit worried. I'm not sure about this, but it might make it faster.
I guess we have to ask the obvious question. If it wants the basilisk here or not. So, should I, or do y'all want to handle it?
I do not want to tempt fate.
Alright, tempting fate, half my job.
I'll go wherever Farron suggests. While we're doing that, I'll kind of look at my sword. Hey, can you sense where there's a big meal?
No. The sharpest response. You do realize something about the blade. It seems to be a lot more content. Like a lot more calm or less agitated. Just like, yes, food. Delicious.
It was probably hangry.
Got yourself when you're hungry, goblin. With that said, though, yeah, if we have a bit of distance from the others, just to make sure I don't screw over them with saying this, I look out. Oh, apparently a basilisk seems staying this out to the forest is causing some trouble. Do you want it gone? If so, we can get rid of it for you.
So.
No.
I was expecting this.
What did you say? Can you repeat that?
So, there's a basilisk out there. It's causing trouble. You want it gone? If so, we can help you.
You want to know what happens next?
Price, pain.
Fucking nothing. Just a few people looking at you, kind of like, what the fuck?
We're in town.
What? No, you're like on the road. Like the Emperor's Road is basically the network for the people to go. It's like the Roman roads of this world, and like you're on the road because you never decided do you want to go north of the road or south of the road.
We probably want to head more to the. I feel like the road wouldn't be operating if the basilisk was around here.
Exactly.
So we should pick a different direction, my dudes.
Oh, could I try survival to see if I can track like signs, no?
No.
Again, if anything gets like within vicinity of this, it's basically dead unless it's trained to kill other things. So you can imagine this thing doesn't leave much clues behind.
Yeah, you would imagine like with a
No
with
moving trees, no birds. Dang.
no.
If it was that close, we would have a much bigger problem on our hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Man.
So with that said, yeah, for the moment, we're gonna head away from the swamp, right? Towards the other direction. See what's there first, and then go sweep around the other direction.
Okay. Yeah, now west then.
so you're gonna head west
Sounds
then.
legit. Yep.
Okay, so heading west. Well, the Emperor's Road goes there because south, what's it called, west and east. That's where it goes from one side to another. But to the east, the road takes a sudden curve up north because there's where the road goes. In about like 10 minutes of traveling, you basically can just walk. If you continue going east, you can just go straight into the swamps, into the marshes. And if you're gonna take that, I would like you to roll me a d10 if you're gonna go there. I guess looking for the basilisk.
Let's fucking go.
Okay,
Alright,
don't
should we
get
start from the top? Brit?
How
Brett.
about we let Chadwick go because he's the one that got us this job.
Not a one, let's go.
So, you wander through the marshes, through like the first maybe good minute or so was like, you know, just like this dry grass, nothing too serious. Going a bit deeper, all of a sudden there is the sound of this aquifer squishing beneath your feet, and if you stay long in one place, there's like this brownish water that kind of floats up to the surface on where you stand. I would like everybody to roll a perception check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Perception check, right?
Yes. I love your all being super fucking cheery about this. I do like this.
We've spent enough of our campaign depressed.
Yeah, no, it's time for some cheer while we suffer.
Yeah, you know, a laugh before the cry, right?
Yeah, sure. So it was perception. So yeah, that's
25, Chadwick, goodness me.
I need to roll above 10. I don't know. It's been like a few weeks.
It's been waiting for you to
Do something worthwhile. Well,
it's been waiting for the combat.
Chadwick, Farron, move aside.
Oh yes, I found the perfect vibe of this. There you go.
Oh boy. You know you're going monster hunting when Witcher music kicks in.
Woo! My favorite activity.
Oh no. You really should stop saying this now.
No.
Dagger, if you're gonna start saying random bullshit while I try to discuss it, I'm gonna mute you. I hope I hope you should remind yourself you start doing this same bullshit around session 20 as rock, so I suggest you shut it.
We're Angie.
Yes, very. Because I don't like when people all of a sudden say random loud shit to get attention when somebody's trying to describe a 4-sentence thing, and then they ask what the fuck is. Shut up. Anyway.
Bitch.
So, only Chadwick noticed this, as you've been traversing through this marshes for a good half an hour. Nothing interesting, really. Just kind of awful rotten egg smell. Nothing too severe for you. But, you know, you wouldn't go here for a stroll. It's kind of awful, actually. And from the south, the clouds approach and kind of cover the sky with a thick gray blanket. And everything is kind of slightly dark. Looking around through the darkened marshes, only Chadwick noticed in the distance. To the south, maybe half a mile away, shadowy silhouettes dancing far, far away. And one thing you noticed with the 20, wait, give me a second. With a 25. They're small, like children. There's 4 of them, and they have these sickly yellowish dots where their eyes should be. And they seem to be just dancing around in a circle. Not blinking, but just there in the south. And then when you blink, they vanish. And you start to see more of them to the southwest. Now instead of 4, there's 6. Yeah, what would you like to say?
Hey guys, I'm not sure how much you know about this, but Mayor was telling me something about if we see happy people dancing around in the marshes, they're probably not people, and I'll point in the general direction. I don't think those are people.
You look at where Chadwick is pointing. There's nothing there. Chadwick, you look at there. There's nothing there.
Shit.
It's like,
Yeah, just be aware. We're not alone right now.
Thanks for the heads up. Did they say what it was?
It wasn't all that specific. It was just, they're not human, don't trust them, don't go with them, that sort of stuff. But it was all in relation to this basilisk, so I think we're in the right direction.
So, the dark clouds embrace the sky. It is dim in the marshes. To the north, looking back the way you came, you still see occasional flicker of light as some people on the road decided to take on torchlight. But it's getting further and further away as you start looking for more and more. I would like everybody to roll me another d10. One of you.
Alright, who's up?
Dagger.
I did the last roll, so.
Alright then.
Wait, my
Don't
turn?
let a stagger.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Dagger, you're
Okay.
up.
Well, let's see.
10 or more. If you could get 11 with the d10, I'd be very proud of you.
That'd be funny as hell.
Oh, fuck.
This is one more than 2.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
I'm lucky.
Lucky, he says. It's kind of dim. It's kind of dark. It's been like 20 minutes since Chadwick noted that thing. You look up north and you don't really see the roads anymore. You really just see the marshes. Looking around, you don't see anything unusual except for that one sighting. And in this area that you're in, it's basically every few hundred feet there's like a hill that is about 15 to 20 feet tall, covered in this yellowish moss that is squishy when you poke it or try to walk on it. Smells slightly less foul, but the aroma is still there. And all of a sudden, as you're walking through one of those hills, as if someone was hiding inside of it, pops out from the moss a small little child. Its skin, it's a girl about 8 years old. Its skin is yellow. Her eyes are yellow and there is no iris. It looks like a shining light. And she looks sort of feral as she kind of pops out of one of the hills and kind of stands at all of you, eyeing eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by the toe. Oh! Farron! The little girl is eyeing you.
I'm short, isn't it?
There is this there is this sweet smile across her lips. But also you see there are yellowish, whitish vines curling from her lips as well.
Looks like trees, don't trust it.
As she tries to speak up, you see when she opens her mouth, there are no teeth for her mouth. There is roots, moss, wriggling in her mouth.
You're giving me ideas for a drawing.
As she speaks out to all of you, the entire ground vibrates with the voice. Are you here to play with me? It's been so long since someone was here to play with me. Anybody's response?
Alright, I'm gonna throw it in there. Instinctual. We're hunting a basilisk.
Any other responses or just Farron? Okay.
Do we play along?
Just gonna
Do we
stare
just
at her
don't
for a
know?
second.
I'll give you 20 seconds to decide.
Have
Time.
you seen one?
Any other takes?
We've come to play with the basilisk. You can come later.
Okay, 20 seconds passed. The girl hears your voices. She kind of skips a few times in a circle. And then looks at you, Farron, says, "You're after that big old thing. Aww, and I thought you would like to come to play with me. Oh, well." And then looks at you, Chadwick. "Will you come to play with me after the basilisk is dead? Would that be a promise?" She slowly but surely skips step by step towards you. Chadwick.
I can't make any promises until the basilisk is dead.
I could make a deal with you if you want. I could show where it sleeps, where it hides its treasures through the decades. But once you slew it, you'd come to me. And we could
No, it's
play.
okay. We can find it ourselves. No worry.
I wonder what aspect this soul speech come from. Is it because you're maybe talking with them with the swamp itself, or the fact that it's present to you as an 8-year-old? Which
Man, what a childish swamp.
wow.
Quickly
Look,
for
just
my
ask the sword
sanity
for
set,
advice.
detect good and evil.
There is literally no signatures of good or evil around, except for your party members that are all considered good. Oh wait, no, except for Helena, she is considered not a good or evil.
Neutral 1,000.
Yes.
Oh no, not another Elena, but a weirder one. Smaller.
Oh no.
I'll pull out that weird goblin ear again. Here, I offer you a trade for the information.
Roll me a persuasion check, just a straight one, because I assume Farron would assist you, because otherwise it's with a disadvantage.
Wowee! I just bought an ear.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Trade offer.
Nailed
You
it.
get here. I get.
Freedom. Wow.
It
Thank God I don't have to deal with that.
would reach out. It would reach out its hand towards you, Chadwick, to get the ear. But when it reaches out its hand, all of a sudden the flesh kind of detaches, and it's revealed under the flesh there are these roots that extend her hand, basically destroys it, as she kind of grabs your ear, like the goblin ear, Chadwick. And as soon as she grabs, she immediately retracts her entire hand and then looks at the goblin ear. She eyes it for a few seconds, looks at you and smiles. There's the sound somewhere below her and behind her that sounds like a bunch of branches are crackling. Like a lot of them. It is a very pitiful gift. But I'll take it.
Kind of neat.
Because you look like you're a one of a kind of fae. You wish
I look like what kind of say, I think.
yeah, one kind of a fae, and it kind of trails off, and then it looks at all of you. All right, you want your little basilisk? Go, and she kind of extends her left arm just softly into the waist, and the entire grass just kind of parts slightly, as if somebody swung an invisible blade through it and cut like a section through the grass. And it seems to be
Grass
going.
Moses?
Yeah, kinda. And it seems to be going for into the horizon. So yeah, you should head east now, apparently, by this individual's.
Thanks, Araxis. It's not water, but I think it goes for the biblical thing today,
This
right?
can't possibly be a trap. Let's go for it, full speed.
How about
No
that Bible
hesitation.
quote?
Circle.
The grass parts.
The grass
You
parts.
called?
So you're all
Anyways.
making. Are you all
Yeah.
going there? Or are you?
Yeah, sure.
I need a confirmation for
Seems
all
legit.
of you. I need.
Hey!
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to. Two of you go. Yeah, we'll go, and then three of them. What the fuck? We don't want to go. It's like, speak up. Anyway, as you head down, you hear this puddly sound behind you as it says, "Best hurry while it's still asleep." And then you turn around and it's literally nothing there. So,
I guess we should hurry.
May the thunder grow on this swamp's roots very well. May sorry. My brain is tired. May Lathander's lights shine on this swamp's roots, and he just like hurries along.
You know,
Bloodgrass is
Why
not
did
fun.
you say that?
Just like,
You did not.
okay, I'm going to. I don't know.
Hey, roll
tired.
me D100.
Lysander coming back
Oh,
behind you,
here we
just
go.
slapping you behind the head, like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah, it's like,
Oh look, the swamp is gone.
oh my fucking god. Oh no, circle. Can you
I'm
just,
dead inside.
Circle, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw real quick?
He's actually getting smacked behind the head.
No, he might actually just die.
Oh no.
That would be
It's
the
like-
best way for me to go out.
It's
not
like
gonna lie.
it's like going to a fucking customs office and saying I have a bomb. It's not the best.
Oh.
Who has the
Please.
highest charisma?
5.
5. All right.
+5.
I hope you make it.
Oh,
24.
Ooh. Oh my god. So all of a sudden,
I did not mean it as a bomb threat. More like a "May the sun shine well upon your trees" kind of thing.
I think
well.
that's the same thing. I think that the
Is
point
it?
here.
Well, let's see.
The more you learn.
oh,
I think
oh,
Lysander didn't appreciate.
no. So what happens, right? There's this gurgling sound beneath you, and all of a sudden, beneath Sergal's feet, just all of a sudden, just a chasm opens up, like as in the earth parted itself around him, and there was darkness, Sergal, for a brief moment, and you literally jumped out and landed on your feet, and there is just like 3 square feet of just missing ground that is now slowly closing.
Circle like raises his hands. It was just a compliment. It was just a polite farewell.
Roll again.
Best not.
Okay,
best not
Circle.
push that any
I
further.
know you haven't had a girlfriend, but it's basically saying, why are you angry? Stop being angry when she's angry. That is like,
Wow,
Yeah.
he's on a roll.
So hormonal.
And the forest were so home. Oh boy. I think Sergal's picked up on the cue now.
maybe,
Yes,
but
seriously, please don't kill your character. With that said, onwards.
Do be careful what you say. The gods are apparently watching.
so I would like you to roll me a d10, one of you, once more.
I think I'm up on the line now.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Making your way through the thing. We're not told like how. Are you also you go and put her on your mounts?
Well, mount
Yeah.
if they want to keep up with us.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a mount.
Fair. So about 20 minutes in, just going through the grass, you all of a sudden spot just a chest, like a wooden chest covered in this greenish moss, not greenish, yellowish moss, and it's just kind of sitting there like about 20 feet off the path, just chilling, half submerged. I mean, that's what you all spot, like passive perception. Eventually, you just see it.
Yeah, no, I don't trust that. First
You
comment.
know,
Keeps walking.
yeah. Last time we crossed the chest that was half buried, something good came out of it, and I'll hold up my sword.
So, yeah, the you encounter a chest. What would you like to do?
No.
Walking, keep on walking.
Yes, keep going.
You're all gonna ignore
Alright,
the
if you-
chest.
I mean, it's
y'all
obviously a
are-
trap.
If y'all urge me along, I won't stop.
If you urge him.
Come,
But,
Come
but
on.
I feel
no,
like
we keep going.
I don't want to
keep going.
tempt fate. You know what I mean? Like nothing will happen if we don't open the chest. something great or something terrible might happen if we do.
I'd
No,
We
rather
don't
honestly-
have to be
Yeah.
greedy.
So what's the call? I need confirmation for all
We're
of
moving
you.
on.
moving on.
Chadwick.
Moving on.
Okay, okay. So, as you're all kind of making your way, all of a sudden the thing stops. As in, like the like this divide stops, and what you see is this area that you're in. It's a lot more rocky and a lot more stable, and there are like some potholes, like a few feet deep. Not a lot of grass. Still, there the smell is kind of still hanging there, but it's kind of just like this. Like every once in a while, there's this whiff of it that is very intense, and then it passes. But what you basically are witnessing is like a small valley that you see like several feet in length from where you are, with several massive potholes. Like that, some are like few feet big, some are several dozen feet big, and you spot a handful of bones by the biggest pit in the almost dead center. Can everybody roll me a perception check?
Sure howdy. That's cool. Hey, a good roll.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
I am happy.
Okay. So you're gonna roll?
Dex save. What is it?
Perception.
Perception. All right.
Oh yeah, and
Wait, am I dying?
Am I dead again?
Let me have this. Yeah.
Just gonna make sure, triple, quadruple check. There you go. So, Britt, you basically just whip a smell, and it's like, it's kind of disgusting, and it's at least it's not raining. You think to yourself, as all of you, except for Britt, notice that there is now a drizzle coming upon you. The dark clouds above finally giving rain to the ground. And in a matter of a minute or so, it begins to pour. Dagger.
Yes.
In the midst of the rain falling, the crackling of rain everywhere, you hear a slow rustling sound, a slow rumble directly in front of you, a few, like 100 feet, 150 feet in front of you, down in the pit where you see the few bone remains sticking out. You realize whatever is in that pit might be the Baron you're looking.
Let's stay quiet. I think we arrived. I point at the pit. I can hear something big.
Das Wort.
So, I would like, if you like to approach it, I would like everybody to roll me a stealth check.
Given, I believe at the start only me and Chadwick are approaching. Given the formal agreement.
Stealth
Yep.
check.
A
Straight
group
stealth,
stealth
yeah.
check.
Yes.
Fun. Oh wait, you know what?
Thanks.
Wait a second. Hidden step.
No,
I go invisible. Wait, does that?
No,
No, I don't
you
think
don't. You
so.
don't have to roll anything. It's just us for the moment, just me and Chadwick for the moment. I'm going to cast.
Oh, come on, don't go
Spell.
ahead without us.
Oh yeah,
That was the
because
entire agreement.
yeah, the agreement was.
I know.
All right. With that said, Chadwick, you have advantage. I'm rolling for myself too, but I'm casting a spell and it affects both of us.
All right, that's right.
Me, I have a flat because heavy armor go burr.
Ooh.
Oh, glad I gave you. Glad I gave you. Let's go.
Oh.
I am stealth.
Oh. You
The
know
group check between the
what?
two of us.
You know what? As you're slowly but surely approaching this thing, both of you, up at like 400 feet away, all of a sudden as you blink and kind of examine the surrounding area, you see the same familiar girl standing there with the yellow eyes looking at you. And in both of your heads simultaneously, there is 2 words. Good luck.
Let's go.
As you
He's watching too.
slowly approach the pit, that is about 60 by 70 or 80 feet wide. It is about 20 feet deep, and in the pile of bones lays a monstrosity. And with that, I'm gonna cut it short, and next session we're gonna have a roll 20.
Let's go. And we got sneak attack
Yes!
round.
Oh, this is great. Also, if I remember correctly, this
Farron
thing's
Chadwick
big,
versus
right?
Basilisk.
Oh yes, this is. I don't
You're
want
gonna make full use of that charge, aren't you, Farron and Chadwick?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking awful. This thing. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. A basilisk normally has up to 8 limbs, right? Yeah. This one has over 20.
Let's go, Super Basilisk.
Wait a second. Thing that has a lot of limbs. Is it big, blue, and hates dragons? I don't know.
Bruh.
No, this one looks like a Bloodborne boss, as in at the very
Gaping dragon?
That's
No?
that's Dark Souls. No, I'll find an image fitting for it, and you'll see it in roll 20. Anyway, next session you're gonna have
Yeah.
Smite.
Smite.